We are going to start registration for next fall. It's very important that you listen up because there's a lot of things that we need to go through before we start registering. So if you have your laptop out, just open them, put it aside, and listen to the presentation before we get busy registering. Everything you need to know, we're going to be talking about it right now. That way, when you're ready to register, you have it. So once you open your laptop, just put it aside and listen to our presentation. So again, this afternoon, we are going to be talking about attendance, the importance of being in class every day, doing a quick credit check, and then registering. So are you guys ready? Perfect. Okay, so quick review. Every year, you are taking 5 classes per trimester. At the end of each trimester, as long as you pass every single class, you will be earning 2.5 credits. By the end of senior year, if you have passed every single class, you're going to have 30 credits. That means that in order for you to ensure you're passing every single class and earning every single credit, you must be in class daily. You must be turning in your homework, making sure that it's being graded, and then making sure that you, in the lowest grade you can have in a class is 60% to earn that credit. Attendance matters. It matters tremendously. So if you're out for 10 days, it's going to be hard for you to get caught up. So don't miss. Keep in mind daily attendance, attending your classes every day. The goal is to get you to graduate by 2020 what? 28? 27, exactly. We are working on completing everything by 2027. Okay, just a quick review on grades. So if you have 100%, you're going to have a 4.0. If you have 59%, you are going to get no credits whatsoever. But if you get anywhere between 60 and 66%, you are going to earn your credit. That's what we call barely passing, but guess what? You earned your credit. So if you can maintain that D, do it so you can earn the 0.5 credit. Otherwise, you're going to have to be repeating it the following year or the following trimester, and you don't want to do that. So that is a quick glance of the GPA. Does GPA matter? Yes, it matters for college. Things that are required for graduation, we need to have 24, minimum, bare minimum for you to walk in come June of 2027, 24 credits. So remember my previous slide, you earn 30 credits by the end of your senior year. If you end up with 24, what does that mean? You graduate, but what else does it mean? If you only end up with 24, it's not really going to help with scholarships because if you end up with 24, you're going to have 12 Fs on your transcript. Yes, you're going to have 12 Fs. So bottom line, 24. But that means that you ended up failing 12 classes throughout your high school career. So yes, you get to walk, but scholarships, it's going to be kind of hard because they do look at that GPA. College, universities, that's going to also affect that GPA trying to apply. So keep in mind, yes, we need 24, but the more credits you have and the higher your GPA, the more scholarships you'll be able to apply for. Complete your graduation pathway and complete your high school and beyond. So we have lots of requirements for you guys. Only 3, no biggie. Okay, really quickly, graduation requirements, you have to have 4 years of English, 3 of math, science, 3 credits, social studies, 3, health and PE, 2 separate classes. You need total of 2, but you need 1.5 of PE. The art, 2, occupation, 1, that includes your financial lid, and then the world language, 2 credits. Electives, 4, and if you see the asterisk, that means that if you are doing a pathway, then we can substitute the foreign language for a pathway, which means that if that's the way you're going to earn your pathway, then we would look to see not for you to take foreign language, but to substitute it for a pathway. Okay. And again, if you're going to a 4-year college, they want you to have 4 years of English, 3 of math. They do want to see science your senior year, even though Chiawana requires 3 to graduate. But if you're going to the university, you need to have a science your senior year. So keep that in mind. Social studies, 3 matches up with the high school. World language. So if you're going to the 4-year, even though we can substitute it for high school graduation, universities want you to have a foreign language. So you would have, if you're planning on going to the 4-year, you would have to have foreign language no matter what. Okay? And then the art, 1 to 2 credits. They do want to see the art in there. Okay, core classes, as 10th graders. Hopefully you guys have your green sheet that we gave you the other day and you've got it and it's filled out. But you're going to have English, math, science, and social studies. Those are the 4 core classes for 10th grade. Once you complete that, then everything else is your elective for 10th grade. So don't forget about making sure that if you are taking your first year of foreign language, don't forget that it needs to be consecutive, which means you take it in the 9th and the 10th, and then you are done, or you started in the 10th and 11th, or 11th or 12th grade. But you can't start in 9th and then skip, take a gap year, and then go finish it up in the 11th. It doesn't work that way. It's got to be back to back. So if you start in 9th grade, make sure you sign up for it in 10th grade. And Avid, highly recommend that if you guys can do Avid, it's a great class to take. If you're doing music, that's pretty awesome as well. If you are needing seminary, make sure you cross that little box off, because otherwise we won't know that you needed it. And if you're doing Pasco High classes, we have the metals, the wood, and the automotive and construction trades. What that does, it takes 2 periods. So you would be here with us for 3, and the other 2 would be at Pasco High. And for the Pasco High classes, they're usually only 5th and 6th period. That's the only time that they offer them. Okay, we're getting ready for registration. You will be selecting 15 classes when we start registering. And some classes may count for 2 classes or 3. For example, if you wanted to take advanced biology, that is the prerequisite to Biology 101. So if you wanted to do the 101, you've got to make sure you sign up for Advanced Bio and Bio 101. It's 2 trimesters, but you would end up with 1.5 credits. If you're doing jazz, any of the music classes, most of those are all year long. So that takes up 3 trimesters. So with that being said, we are getting closer to having you start registering. So as we open up registration for you, you are to complete the registration online. You're going to select 15 classes and 3 alternates. Why do we want you to do the 3 alternates? In the event that 3 of those classes that you registered under the 15 are not available, then we can go back and look to see what other 3 classes you chose, and then we move those up and get the other ones out of the way. So that's why total you're going to be registering for 18. Then once you do that and it's online, then you're pretty much done for registration. And then we will make sure we send you back to class, but it should take us most of the period to get registered. Now, I know that I've already had parents call and say, can my son or daughter have first lunch or second lunch? And it's like, right now, we are not taking care of lunches. That does not happen until August. So right now, we can't even tell you what lunch you would be having or what teachers you're going to be having. Today, it's only about registering for next year and you picking the classes you want. Okay? And if you need to look at the course guidebook, you can, it'll be on the registration page, but if you want to have it, you could take a picture of that QR code and it'll take you right to it. But otherwise, we do have it on the registration platform. Okay, so now this is where we will have you start looking. How many of you are familiar with the registration student portal? Remember last year in middle school that we walked you through it and you were able to get into? So if you guys can get your laptops out, get logged into your PowerSchool, because we're going to start going there. So definitely you need to be in your student portal. So then make sure you log in. That's crucial. And hopefully you all brought your computers fully charged, because we will need them. And then once you're in your student portal, you should be able to look at your grades. And in order to do that, make sure you look at grades and attendance, and that'll give you the grades. And then your attendance, that's your attendance profile, so that you could see and your parents could also see that. So let me know when you guys are all here. If you raise your hand or give me thumbs up, then I will move to the next one. Okay. When I see thumbs up, are we ready? Okay, I'll give you a few more minutes. And it is hard to be on your phone when we're doing registration. On the phone, it is a lot harder. That's why we put on that blue card that we needed for you to bring your laptop. So is everybody ready? Okay. So now that you've looked at your grades, if you go to the left side, look for class registration on the left side tab. And once you see class registration, click on that. And then it will open up to the registration, and where it says view, that's where we're going to click. And once we do that, we're going to be ready to register. Any questions right now? You're not at this page yet? It's not opening?
This looks a little bit different than that.
Oh, okay. He's in? Okay.
You guys are all be seeing right now, it's already populating English for you.
Yes.
If you look at your English, it should be showing you that you've already been registered for English 10. So what the one thing we let you know is you can choose to take advanced English, 10 English. But it's been put in there for you, so if you want to, we can change it.
Yeah, so if you're here already, then we are making progress. So then, oops. We are going to be collecting your registration form, that green one. You have to make sure you populate and you write all the classes on there with the class course code as well. And then make sure you pick your alternates there So at the end of the period, we will be collecting that form. So I'm hoping all of you have it with you. And like Mr. Haugen was saying, if you do not want to take regular English, you have to go in there and add the advanced. But you do have the opportunity to do that yourself. Okay, questions?
So would I just delete it or would I just?
Yes, delete it and then go in and enter the advanced. And then again, very important to make sure you write your 3 alternates in there. And then if you are doing, make sure you click advisory as well, because I need for you guys to all click on advisory. And if you need the seminary, make sure you click on that. If you are doing your advanced bio, then you would do the advanced bio and the biology 101. So that would need to be in there. Okay?
I don't see any time
You don't? Okay. I'll come to it and
Can I
look.
mention real quick about seminary? If you don't know what seminary is, don't check it. If you're doing seminary, you need to check the box, but you also, that will become 3 of your 15 courses. It will take 3 of your slots. So up in those 1 through 15, you need to take 3 slots for seminary. Okay, so you will only have 12 other classes plus the 3 classes for seminary. Right? So that makes you guys know that. Okay, so we want to make sure clear. If you don't know what seminary is, please don't check it.
Yes, don't. Okay, questions?
Well, once we start getting through the
Okay.
reservation, we'll start coming to you individually.
Okay, any questions? And I should have started with introductions. My name is Ms. Gutierrez. I am the counselor for A through GOM. Mr. Haugen,
Mr. Haugen?
he is GON through N. Mr. Barrera, he is O through Z. So we will be here with you guys helping you, and we'll be walking around to make sure that you are doing this correctly. So any questions? We will be with you the whole entire high school career. Yes, so get to know us. Okay, and here we are again with our email. So don't forget who your counselor is. Now, the last thing I want you guys to do before we start, I'm going to leave this up there, but once we finish with registration, the 3 of us really need your feedback. So we want you to go in there with a QR code at the end, not right now, at the end, and then take the survey, because this is going to help us so we can get ready for next time we have to do registration. So your feedback we value, so make sure you do this for us. Questions?
I don't have the paper, the green paper.
Why? Okay, we have one, but it may not be green. Okay, any questions? Okay, the 3 of us will be walking because we are ready to start registering. And remember, registration is all about your friends, or is it about you? Yes. So don't worry about what your friends are taking. It's what you need to take. Okay? So we will come around and start working individually with you guys. But if you already have it all filled, then make sure you go back and start looking to register. Mr. Barrera, any last comments?
Just in your student power school, there's the GPA feature that tells you what your current grade point average is overall, and also for the trimester. It also tells you how many credits you have earned. You should have at least 2.5 currently as of the end of trimester 1, and then you're on pace to earn another 2.5 credits. And then there's also the graduation tracking form, which lets you know which classes you already have fulfilled, and which you are currently taking, and then what you still need, and all the subjects, English, math, science. So they're great features. They're there for you to make sure that you do graduate in 4 years. So
Mr. Haugen, any last comments?
Make sure you're in the right spot. This is freshmen during here. If you are a freshman right now and you're gonna be a sophomore next year, we're doing that here. If you are a sophomore now, you're becoming a junior, they're next door. So we got some people going to the wrong spot. So everybody here is currently the class of 2027. You're a freshman and you're gonna be becoming 10th grader sophomore next year. Is that accurate? We're good?
Okay, then we will get started.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
we need to turn it off?
Yeah, you can turn it on.
Oh, okay.